Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the weekly segment on this channel where we go over what's going on in the world of monster taming. Today we got a lot of news to go over, including 2 new games that we have not yet covered on the channel, so I hope you'll sit back, relax, grab a Kadoki-infused pretzel, and enjoy. So for starters, in Kindred Fates news, the newsletter for May 22nd was released, and in it we learned that animations for Slifer and Mechit are starting to come together, and that the devs over at SkyMill created a second YouTube channel to post more casual content, including but not limited to the Chill with the Devs streams, aka the ones where they play community-based games, and as well as funny gameplay and bugs and whatnot. The main channel still remains the home for the Kindred Talks episodes, as well as for official trailers and whatnot. The newsletter also mentioned that on May 29th, the next episode of Kindred Talks will be streaming at 2 p.m. and yours truly is going to be on the stream with them. This is my first time streaming ever, so if you want to see me stumble over my words and sweat, make sure to come over to the SkyMill Studio Twitch channel this Friday. We were also given a new animation for Shovelbutt, which features it shooting a projectile. Now keep in mind that the projectile it's shooting as of right now is just a basic round spherical object, likely the default in Unity, but it will likely become some sort of mud ball or something else in the future. Now our next piece of news is actually from a game we haven't yet covered on the channel, and that being the recently revealed Cassette Beasts. Cassette Beasts is a new indie title by Byton Studio that focuses on 2v2 turn-based combat with various monsters to collect information on. You actually use the cassettes and the cassette player to transform into these various monsters, then proceed to battle. The game features around 120 monsters, and each of them can fuse to make unique combinations. There are 14,000 combinations that are technically available. It's also recently been revealed that most monsters will feature some type of branch evolution. It's been announced for Steam and Nintendo Switch, and I'll leave a link to the game's trailer in the description below. I do have a video slated for tomorrow that will go over the trailer and some of the website information, so stay tuned for that because there's a lot of interesting features from how the fusions work to how the types interact. We actually have a lot of Pokemon news to get through, including a data mine that includes 21 moves and some new mystery gift events. So to start off, Gigantamax Meowth will be in raid battles from May 26th until June 1st, so you have one more day to acquire that Gigantamax Eevee, so if you haven't gotten to it, get to it. According to this data mine, 21 new moves were found and are likely coming come expansion pass time, and these moves include the following: Expanding Force, Steel Roller, Scale Shot, Meteor Beam, Shellside Arm, Misty Explosion, Grassy Glide, Rising Voltage, Terrain Pulse, Skitter Smack, Burning Jealousy, Lash Out, Poltergeist, Corrosive Gas, Flip Turn, Triple Axle, Dual Wing Beat, Scorching Sands, Jungle Healing, Wicked Blow, and Surging Skies. Now, one of these moves may seem somewhat familiar, and that's because Jungle Healing was a move confirmed during the Zarude reveal trailer. It's supposed to be a specific move that is exclusive to Zarude. What I do find rather surprising is that certain moves are actually missing from Swish. Cough, cough, hidden power. And they're actually deciding to add new moves as opposed to the ones that they cut. I'm almost wondering if some of the cut moves are going to stay cut forever, but only time will tell. On to the mystery gift events. This infographic posted in our Monster Tamer Discord, which you should totally join by the way, by Masora, outlines each gift. First up's Mr. Mime, then Galarian Ponyta, then Galarian Corsola, then Galarian Meowth, each coming with the various items that you can see on screen, spanning a week each. What's rather interesting is that Meowth's event doesn't seem to have an end date, and most people are speculating it's because that'll be the start of the expansion pass whenever that event does decide to end. It's possible that Game Freak themselves don't know exactly which day they're planning on coming out with it due to this whole COVID thing, so I guess only time will tell on that front too. Over to Digimon news, we just received an announcement from Toy Animation confirming that the English dubs of the first 4 seasons of Digimon, aka Adventures, Adventures 2, Tamers, and Frontier, are all going to be available for stream on Hulu. This is especially noteworthy because as of right now, there isn't really a mainstream way to get access to these episodes. I believe they used to be on Netflix, but were removed, so if you have Hulu, that's really exciting. So next is another monster taming game that's come to my attention thanks to Dragnaren on Discord. Now I've known of this game's existence for quite some time, but haven't really gotten around to checking it out yet. So since we're covering it here, I have a Monster Tamer showcase for this game already uploaded and scheduled for Thursday at 1 p.m. EST, so make sure to check it out. I was pleasantly surprised with what I saw regarding the trailer and website information. Either way, the game I'm referring to is Monster Sanctuary, and it's a Metroidvania-styled creature battler, and they've recently announced their newest update, which is now live and features a new area dubbed the Underworld. I'm going to go over all the information now. If you want to see the entire list of patch notes, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. I will pretty much go over everything other than the balancing section because it's extremely long and minuscule. If you're an avid player that's interested in PvP, you might want to look at that yourselves for knowledge purposes. So the description of the Underworld update on Steam reads as follows. Monster Keepers. In this new update, the story of Monster Sanctuary continues with a brand new area for you to explore. Enter the Underworld. The Underworld is a forbidden area permeated with callous beasts. The Underworld is a forbidden area that hasn't been entered for hundreds of years, featuring a new major story arc, which picks up after all other story arcs are completed. Therefore, to enter the Underworld, you need to have completed all the area's story arcs beforehand. The story of Monster Sanctuary is nearing its finale. There's a total of 7 new monsters to collect, featuring several new spooky occult-type monsters. We hope you're not scared of giant callous spiders and other arachnid-like monsters. There's also some more equipment, introducing 5 accessories, the new scythe weapon, and the new totem accessory. To enter the Forbidden Underworld, you need to obtain all 4 Sanctuary tokens from Snowy Peak, Sun Palace, Horizon Beach, and Magma Chamber. The door to the Underworld can be found in the lower sections of the Blue Caves near the Teleporter Crystal. Patch notes. Underworld raises the level cap to 36 and tier 5 attacks are added to all monsters. This update also introduces game balance adjustments to Monster Sanctuary. Some old monsters have received buffs, with some alternatively gaining new monster types to increase synergies for monster auras. Minor feature updates, so level cap, like I said, raised to 36, tier 5 attacks added. You are temporarily able to obtain tier 4 food items as PvP and Infinity Wards. We reduced champions required for reaching the Keeper Ranger and Keeper Knight rank. There's also a new rank Keeper Champion following Keeper Knight. There are new items available at the shop when reaching Keeper Knight and Keeper Champion rank. With the Underworld update, a new PvP season will commence. So yeah, like I said, I haven't been able to do a lot of digging into Monster Sanctuary just yet, but from what I have seen so far, I'm definitely going to have to explore this game in further depth moving forward because it looks really cool. So in Cyril of Ultima news, the game's Kickstarter campaign reaches its final week, currently sitting around $67,000 US at the time of recording this video. There are still 2 stretch goals that have yet to be met. The first being realm shaping at 70k, which allows you to customize your own realm, and guilds at 80k, which you can expect to function similarly to that of guilds in other games. But we're going to be doing a more in-depth video going over the stretch goals when the Kickstarter campaign finishes, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if this game looks interesting to you, now's the time to get your hands on some of those backer rewards, and hopefully we can raise the last 13k that we need to crush every stretch goal. As usual, all the appropriate links will be in the description. Temtem's weekly reset for May 25th until May 31st will focus primarily on high SVs this time around, with the 2 Tems of focus being Loweli and Vulor. Loweli will have a 15% chance to have an egg move and will have a minimum SV value of 28, while Vulor will have a 10% chance to have an egg move and a minimum SV value of 30. So if you're looking to get a competitive Volcrane, this would be a good way to get you started on breeding. It's going to cost you 2,300 Pansuns for 28 Psy cards. Now for free Tem, we definitely have a much better week than last, though still no male goddamn cosmetics. But for 50 releases, you're going to get 4 Psy cards at 125. You'll get 3 Enhancer Peaches at 220. We got the Telomere hacks back, which is nice. These ones are for special defense. And then at 400, you'll get some die bundle that most people probably don't care about. So yeah, definitely a better week for releases this time around. Next up's actually some last minute Ploxmons news. I was going to end the segment here, but Michael over at Ploxmons literally just dropped some last minute information regarding their recent developer update. According to this article, which I have linked in the description, the team over at Ploxmons has actually been completely restructuring the code and migrating over to a new client. At least that's what I'm assuming that means, because I'm not too savvy on this type of information. But basically the last 3 weeks, according to them, has been the largest code change in Ploxmons ever. Now, if you haven't seen my Monster Tamer showcase video going over Ploxmons, it's basically a digital monster taming card game, and I'll have the trailer linked in the description below. Check it out, it's really interesting. We also get a glimpse at what's to come with Ploxmons animations. Here we see Cowleaf moving about all cute-like. Basically what the devs had to do is redraw separate body parts for the Mons in order to animate them individually. And from what we see here, it seems it was definitely worth the extra work. They've also added new cursors and new achievements, totaling the game's current achievement list to 140. If you guys want more information regarding that, like I said, links in the description below, and once again, thanks to Michael for slipping me this news right in time. So yeah guys, that's pretty much the gist of what's going on this week in the monster taming world. I hope you guys are enjoying this segment as much as I am, and again, a special shout out to Miss Sora this week, you're a champ. I really do appreciate the help. With all that being said, if you're not already a part of our Discord, make sure to come on down. We got lots of Monster Tamer game channels, as well as a video suggestion channel and a Monster Tamer news channel where we come together and contribute to make these sort of videos. Anyways, with all that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at GymLeaderEd. And until next time, peace.